Hi friends, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna and welcome to another iteration of the Teal and Tattered challenge, which is a monthly challenge, although I can't believe that I completely forgot to make this video last month. I think because I went away in like the middle of the month, my whole schedule kind of went away with me, and so yeah, I completely forgot. But just in case you are new here or you haven't seen the previous videos, I will have a playlist in the description box if you would like to see what we made. But basically what I have here in this little treasure box is a list of prompts, or rather things and supplies that I have in my craft room, and I will have the list in the description box as well if you would like to download it and maybe make some changes, maybe add some things that you have that I don't, or maybe remove some things that you don't have in your craft room. But basically I pick 5 random supplies, prompts, however we want to call it, and then I make a project with it. And the project is the project can be anything. It can be a piece of ephemera, it can be a spread in your journal, really whatever you feel like. And I always invite you guys to join me. I would love to see what you guys create, whether with the prompts that I pick today, or maybe you pick your own prompts, however you like. I would love to have you join me. And we have the hashtag Teal and Tattered challenge, which is of course also going to be in the description box. But yeah, you can post it on YouTube, you can post it on Instagram using this hashtag. I have been away from Instagram for some time. I find myself taking like kind of regular breaks, like complete breaks from Instagram. I think I've been doing this kind of subconsciously, maybe just getting away from some sort of social media just for my mental health. However, I am ready to get back, so I am looking forward to seeing what you guys create. And yeah, I have my tea here, so I'm just going to move my cup aside and let's pick our prompts. I'm always so excited about these videos. So here is the first prompt, and this is a fussy cat element, which I'm very excited about because you guys know that I just love using fussy cat flowers and birds and maybe even butterflies. So this is awesome. Also, we actually just last week fussy cut some elements from Daphne's Diary magazine that I was also looking forward to using. So maybe we will use that. Let's see what's next. And of course, I will also have these prompts listed in the description for you guys. The next one is bob pin or safety pin. Ooh, that's nice. I love adding those bob pins. Like, do I have an example? Like here, for instance, with my tags, a little bob pin with some beads, just to add a bit of a different texture. So I'm excited about that. What else do we have? Let's see. We have a quote. Okay, so this can be like a sticker with a quote. This can be literally just your handwritten quote. You can stamp a quote, anything you like, anything that matches your project or is inspiring for you. I love quotes, and if you guys are ever in a need for some quotes, you can follow me on Pinterest. The link is also in the description box. So many information in the description, but you can follow me on Pinterest. I have a board which I think is just called Quotes for Daily Inspiration, something like that. And yeah, I save a lot of really beautiful, inspiring quotes there. So I'm probably going to go there, look for a quote to add to our project. Prompt number 4 is gifted. Oh, so this can be, you know, anything. It can be a happy mail item. It can be something that someone in your life gifted you. It can also be packaging from a gift. I think I think it's such a great idea to keep all of the packaging from things that were gifted to you and then repurpose them in your crafting. So anything that was gifted that you did not buy yourself. And prompt number 5, and this is going to be the last one, is something you love. So some of the prompts are like this, more general, like something you love, something you forgot you have, maybe something you dislike, just to prompt you to look around your craft room and see maybe some of the things that you don't have at arm's reach on your desk, but you still want to use. So something you love. Okay. So let me think about that. So because we have those fussy cut elements and the quote, I think I'm going to go for a page in my journal. In this one, we also made this one together. This is from a Daphne's Diary magazine. So I think I would like to make a spread, and if you guys want to see how I made this journal, then again, description box, the link will be there. So what do we have? We have a bob pin or safety pin, so I can grab it right away. I can grab a couple like that, and I have, as you can see, I have a lot of them. I get them on AliExpress. We have a quote, so we will find something. We have fussy cut elements, so I think I'm going to go for these elements from the Daphne's Diary. I would really love to use her and all of those purpley tones. I think I just feel I feel those colors today. So we have fussy cut elements, we have bob pin, something you love. So a quote I'm going to choose as we go, and maybe write it down or maybe stamp it with some of my letter stamps. Then something gifted and something you love. Okay, let me think. Okay, so I think for something I love, I'm just going to use my gold leaf trim. You guys know I love it so much. I think it looks just so stunningly beautiful on any page, any ephemera piece, and I wasn't using it for a little while, for like a couple of months, and now I'm back at it. And maybe for something gifted, I'm going to I used it quite recently, but still I feel like I don't use it enough, and this is a wooden rubber stamp which was very kindly gifted to me, and I love it so much. This is the one which has Shakespeare sonnet 18, and I just love the script. I love this poem. I love everything about this stamp, and I want to use more of it. So for now, those are my choices, but you know, we will see as we go. Maybe I will add more things that match these prompts, and of course, you know, you can add anything else you want. So this exercise, if you will, is just about using things that maybe you don't gravitate towards that often, but other than that, other than those 5 things or 5 prompts, you can use literally whatever you like. And you know what, you guys, I'm thinking maybe I will make a page like here in the beginning, because I love how we have those purple flowers from the end page here, and I think, you know, that she will look so nice here. One more thing that I would like to do, yeah, I'm going to grab this magazine. Let me grab it, because if I remember correctly, oh no, I wanted to say that I wanted to cut out some more of those circles, but I don't think we have more. There are some here, but I don't want to cut into this cover just yet. So let me just quickly see if there is a page maybe which has some of those purple circles, they would be really, really nice, I feel like. We have a page with lavender. No illustrations. Those papers. This one is stunning. But we've already seen that, so I am just quickly looking. Okay, no, never mind. Never mind that. We will work with what we've got, and I think I am going to grab some paper clips. Some big paper clips, which were also a gift, a very, very kind and very useful gift. I love using them for keeping my journal pages open when I am working. Okay, so let's see what elements I have here and what I want to use on this page and what I want to save for another page. So first of all, I decided that I would love to use her as kind of my focal point, and we have those cute lavender flowers. I also have this, which maybe it has some of the same colors. I think I'm going to save the ferns and also those flowers for a different spread. Same with this, and same with this cute orange. This one I think could work, this little circle, maybe we'll find a use for it. Some more lavender. And now, so maybe instead of the books, I could actually use the butterflies. Yeah, okay. I think I like this. So we may go with some of these elements. Maybe not all of them, but some. So what would I like to start with? Let me grab my scraps box. Let's see if I have any scraps here that I would like to add. Sorry, is my camera shaking? Excuse me, just no. I think it's just, oh, it is, because my lamp is a little bit too close to it. Okay, that should be that should be better. So any I'm looking for any scraps that I could perhaps add to the background to add just a little bit of interest. This is some wrapping paper, music paper, and I like obviously the lilac-y color. What else could we use? Maybe some tea-stained paper. Maybe some vellum. So first, I just want to create some layers on this page, on this double spread. Just some layers to add a little bit of interest. And let me see. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. So maybe I'm going to tear it in half and just have so I think I will just go around and hand tear the edges. How are you guys? How is your week going so far? I hope it's going great. I had a lot of admin work in the beginning of this week, so that's why I am only getting to filming this video today, which is Wednesday. but we have a few days of really pretty weather ahead of us. So it's still definitely on a colder side, which I can't say that it bothers me, to be honest, because yeah, the heat exhausted me, and I am enjoying every moment of those cooler days, but I'm also just very happy that we are supposed to see a little bit of sun in the next few days. So how about something like that? Maybe a little bit of this. This is like some kind of a handmade paper, which I believe I got this particular sheet in a Your Creative Studio box, and I love it because it adds such a nice texture to my page, to my project. It's different from any other paper really that I am using. And how was your weekend? You guys, how was your weekend? Mine was quite productive, I would say. I did a lot of things, kind of just trying to see where I would like to maybe add it. Yeah, so I did quite a lot of things around the apartment. We also, well, Darek and I, we would love to have our own apartment. Obviously, we are currently, I think I'm just going to ink around those two and just go ahead and add everything to the page with my glue stick. So yeah, Darek and I, we would love to have our own apartment. Currently, we are renting, and I don't know, like for some time now, for a few years, I've just felt this need to have a place of my own. I'm not going to say a place I call home, because I call this place home, because this is where he is, where Zuzia is, where our life is, and I truly believe that your home is where your heart is, and my heart is here. But I would love to have my own place and to feel that I can put down some roots, because I don't feel like it here, you know. I'm very grateful that we are able to have this apartment and to afford it, but I'm also getting a little bit frustrated when, like, I can't really have any art on my walls or any pictures, because I would have to ask the landlord's permission to add anything to the walls or to redecorate. And I also don't feel like devoting time and energy to a place which ultimately is not, maybe this way, is not my own, you know, to a place where I'm not going to live for that long. But the problem is, the problem with having your own apartment in Krakow these days is that they are horrendously, terrifyingly expensive. Like, I get so anxious just looking at apartment for sale, you guys. I know that, you know, with currency conversion, you're probably not going to kind of grasp, because obviously we here in Polish zlotys, we have different, oh, maybe like that, different reality. But let's just imagine this. So a kind of like an average person, middle class person, earns about 80,000 zlotys per year. So 80,000, right? And the apartments right now, which are not like super tiny or not like 50 kilometers away from the city, are about $1 million. $1 million, you guys. $1 million. Like, this sounds just so ridiculous. Just me saying it. I don't know, you guys. Like, who has $1 million? Not many people that I know. I'll tell you this. And so obviously you take a loan from the bank. However, right now in Poland, we are not going through a very good financial situation, kind of as a country. And not only is it very hard to get a loan from a bank, banks are nowadays not really, you know, excited about giving loans. So even getting the loan can be a challenge. But also the amount of money that you have to pay up front is also horrendously high, because it used to be like 5% of the loan or like maybe 10%. But imagine if you have to pay like 20% out of $1 million. Like, this is just all unreal. This is just unreal. I don't know. So we did, however, during the weekend, we did look at some offers, and we're still trying to figure out what we want. If we want to buy a place which is completely new, and then we have to do all the renovations ourselves, but the place itself is going to be cheaper, or if we want to buy a place like which is not old, but let's say a few years, someone has already lived there, but you know, there are, well, everything is there, you can just move in and live there. And at first we thought the second option would be for us, because I don't know, it takes a lot of work and most probably nerves to renovate your own place. We have a lot of friends who have gone through this, and for none of them this whole thing went smoothly. There were always some problems along the way, but I think that right now we are kind of more leaning towards starting like completely fresh, so getting a place which is not yet decorated, and you have to, like, I don't know the correct word, but I mean you have to do the floors and the walls and obviously all the furniture and stuff like that, the kitchen, the bathroom, everything from scratch. So we are leaning towards this, because at least you can decorate it the way you want, and you are not paying $1 million for something that you don't really feel and you don't really like. And also we are not planning to pay $1 million. Like, if we can avoid it, then I mean this is a ridiculous amount of money. So yeah, so we've been doing a lot of talking and planning and rethinking our options, and we of course would like to meet with like a loan advisor, someone who knows about loans and banking situation in Poland right now, and who can give us some kind of an advice, because yeah, we pretty much know nothing. So like, I'm excited about looking and about having our own place. I am so excited. But on the other hand, you know, you see all of those prices, those incredibly high prices, and you're just like, well, how do I do it? Right? How do I even do it? So So I'm both excited and a little bit scared, but I don't know. I think I am more excited, and partly, or the huge part of it, is because Darek and I are going to be in this together. It's not like I'm going to, or he's going to have to do it all on our own. We are in this together. We're going to get through this together. And I believe that in the end, we are going to get our dream home together and just be happy with it. Okay, I want to see if maybe there is somewhere that I would like to place a piece of vellum. So what I did, I just crinkled it up. I inked some of those ridges and edges, and now it's another texture. I'm actually considering putting it slightly over this flower here. It's still going to be visible, but to tone it down because she is already quite purple, and like I don't feel like she's standing out from the background enough for me. So maybe somewhere here. And for this I'm going to use a double-sided tape. We've also been considering maybe we should move away from Krakow, since it's everything is so expensive here. But I don't know, like I would love to live outside of Krakow one day, but I don't think today is the day, you know. We've talked about this, and we think that for now, you know, there's a lot of advantages of living in a city. We have all of the cinemas and theaters. Krakow is a very like cultural city, so there is art galleries, museums and theater, and all of those tiny little cinemas with interesting movies in them, and there is a lot of like beautiful cafes, like a lot of things to do. So I would not like to move away from that just yet. And also, if we have children one day, then well, we wouldn't want to have to kind of drive who knows how long to get the kiddos to like school and preschool and everywhere they need to go every single day. It's so much more comfortable in the city. We also have friends here, so maybe not just yet. I've lived here for 12 years. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. 12 years. That's, oh wow, I'm speechless. I did not think it was that long. Okay, I think this is a good moment to just put those down and then work around them. Or no, first something that was gifted to me, which is this stamp. I want to stamp all of those background pieces first. So yeah, I've been living here for 12 years. I've moved here when I was 19, and I am going to be turning 31 in just a couple of days on October 13th. So yeah, so even though I don't perhaps love this place, I like it enough to want to stay here, you know? It's home. Again, it's home. Okay, I love it. I love using a stamp to stamp over all of the pieces of a collage because I feel like it just brings them together really nicely. Okay, so what do we have? We have something that was gifted to me. That prompt is done with the stamp, and now we are going to add fussy cut elements. Ooh, you guys, what is your favorite movie or TV show? Maybe let's go with TV shows of all time, because honestly for me, I think, like, I love so many shows, and I love Game of Thrones, for instance. It's definitely my top, like my top 5, maybe even my top 3. But the show that I've watched the most amount of times, like I rewatched at least the first like few seasons for the, like, I rewatched it like 5 times, I think, is Grey's Anatomy. I don't know, I love this show, and I'm saying this because we've just got ourselves a Disney Plus subscription a couple of days ago, and I convinced Derek to start watching Grey's Anatomy with me, or at least, you know, a couple of episodes to see if he would like to watch it with me, and he is enjoying it. I am loving it once again. I don't know, I think, like, oh, tell me, what is your favorite show or movie, and also why? Is it because of the movie itself or a TV show itself, because of the quality of it, because of the writing, of the acting, or is it something else? And I honestly think that for me, Grey's Anatomy is because of, like, I think the acting and the writing and the story are all great, and yeah, I really love it. But for me, I think it's more like a personal attachment, and it just kind of, I don't know, it's the time when I watched it for the first time, I believe. So I started watching it most probably in about 2010 or 2011 when I first came here to Krakow. Okay, I really love it. I also need to have some space for my quote, so I'm going to look for a piece that maybe I could add and have a little bit of space for a quote. But yeah, so I started watching it when I first came here to Krakow, and I was a student, and at first, like, I had a great time, but at first I was feeling a little bit lonely, a little bit overwhelmed. I didn't know anyone yet, and so I started watching this. And first of all, this was one of the very first shows that I watched in English without Polish subtitles. I just simply could not find a version with subtitles, so I just watched it. Oh, I like this color. So I just really watched it the way I could find it, which is without any subtitles at all. So I learned a lot of English watching this show, especially, you know, like medical terminology, which is not very much needed for me in my day-to-day life, but it's better to have this knowledge than not. Okay, I'm going to see if I can make this piece work somewhere. But yeah, but it just kept me company when I was feeling lonely, and I grew to love those characters and their stories so much. Yeah, I love it, and I am like so excited. I'm literally, I think I'm rewatching this first season for the 5th time, and I am just as excited as any time before that. So yeah, I'm having a great time with Grey's Anatomy. Like I know that it has currently 18 seasons, but I've never watched all of them, mostly because when, you know, years passed and some of the actors decided to leave, and there were some other characters introduced. Maybe here, I quite like it here. Some new characters introduced and all that. I didn't really like most of the new kind of major main characters. So I stopped watching, but those first, I would say 10-12 seasons are like my favorite of all time. Okay, let's see. So this will be a little place where I add a quote. I'm of course going to have to find some kind of a quote first. And do I like it here? I'm still thinking. Could also add it here and have it a little bit like outside here. Maybe I even prefer it, to be honest. Maybe I even prefer it this way. Okay, why not? I'm just going to stick with this and have it here, and then I will add a quote, of course. What else? So we have a place for our quote, we have fussy cut element, we still need to use a ball pin, and then something I love with my gold leaf trim. So let's see, I'm going to take a few pieces, 3 most probably. One, 2, and 3. Let's see. Maybe here, somewhere here perhaps, and there. I think I like it. So I will just use my wet glue to attach it to the page. I don't know what my kind of top 5 of shows would be, to be honest. Well, Grey's Anatomy would be there, Game of Thrones would be there, Peaky Blinders perhaps. It's hard. It's hard to choose. There are so many great shows. So many great shows. Oh, I loved How I Met Your Mother. It also helped me quite a lot in those early days in Krakow when I didn't yet know anyone. also rewatched it a few times. I regret that I've never watched Friends when it was airing. I don't think, well, firstly, I think it was a bit before my time, maybe when I was too young, but then I don't think it was that readily available in Poland. And then I tried to watch it a few times actually. I think it appears on Netflix or one of the streaming platforms for a while, but I couldn't get to it. I think maybe if I had this emotional attachment, that would be different, but I couldn't get to it. I also didn't really like I don't like the laughing sounds, and I think How I Met Your Mother also has those laughing sounds of, you know, some kind of audience in the background. But because, you know, I have this, something is clogging my glue cup. Let me see. Yeah, I think if I had this emotional attachment, then it would be different. Okay, so now do I want to add any more sort of small elements, maybe from those fussy cut ones? Where do I... Here they are, here they are. Let's see. Maybe not, because I feel like I have a lot going on here, but I would like to add something. And so let me grab, oh, here it is, my little container, and here I have those cute little stamped strips, which to me at least look a little bit like washi tape, and so maybe I can add them just here and there to decorate a little bit. So how about like here, and then maybe here, and I could perhaps maybe something shorter, maybe this create. And how about some other color? This one maybe, oh, maybe this. And so we have a nice triangle. My glue stick. So these we made together last week as well, and I will also try to remember to link the video below. I love it. Now I'm thinking, do I want to ink around those edges? I should have this purple ink, but I don't think it's the same kind of lilac-y color. Maybe let me just try it somewhere. Well, it matches pretty nicely. Yeah, why not? So this one is Distress Ink in a color Dusty Concord, and I am going to go around those page edges messily, not necessarily paying too much attention to if I do it, you know, perfectly. I just want a little bit of color on those edges. Yes, I do like it. I think it was a good decision. Oh, I hear Zuzia coming. We are home alone again, she and me. Derek is in the office. Hej, Penuś. Cześć, Mesiu. Co tam? No, co tam, maluszku? She was just sleeping in the living room, but I think she now wants to be here. Okay, and I also would like to dig here to some of those stamps, and maybe I will grab a handful of those. I see a purple one, and maybe I can use them too. Chcesz to? Chcesz to? Oh, she's here, you guys. She is here. And yeah. Yeah, I remember those times when I lived alone, and she would always sit on my lap when I was at my desk crafting. But now she kind of prefers to chill out in the living room, which I am okay with, because it wasn't the most comfortable having her in my lap while crafting, but still I'm always happy to have her here with me for a little while when she decides to come. Okay, how about, can I still lift it a little bit, perhaps? I think I like it. Oh, okay. No, co tam, chcesz iść? Okay. I think she's going to want me to play with her, so we will see if I will be able to finish filming this video before, or if she will demand my presence immediately. We will see. No, co tam? Co tam robisz? Co tam sobie wąchasz? Okay, then this one. And I'm using some, those are stickers, but I'm using some glue, some additional adhesive with it, because it's not very like strong adhesive on those stickers. Now, do I want this one? It's a nice color, but it's very kind of in your face. Maybe I would prefer something more neutral. Maybe this. It does have a little bit of lilac-y color, and then we would have 3 butterflies. Yeah, I like it. So these stickers definitely came in Your Creative Studio subscription box. So, and now the last part is going to be a bob pin, and I purposefully left it for my last step. Well, last but one, I still need to add a quote, but I want to add a tab to this spread, and I just wanted to see where it would look nice. And I have a piece of lace just lying here on my desk, so I am going to take a piece of it and make a tab out of it. Just going to decide where I want it. Maybe here, yes. So let me grab my stapler. And just staple it here where I want it. Okay, let me just go around it a little bit with my vintage photo just to distress this lace a little bit more. And now I am going to take my bob pin and maybe a couple of beads. A couple of beads, so what would look nice here? I have this delicate pink. Okay, maybe a slightly bigger white one. And perhaps, do I have anything purple here? Maybe a small one again. So 3 little beads, and then I'm just going to go over the lace like that, attach it here, and ta-da! I really like it. Okay, you guys, so let's see about this quote. I'm going to take my phone, open up Pinterest, and let's see if I can find any quotes about lavender quote. Oh, I like this one. So it says, in dreams of lavender fields, dancing in the summer sun is where I always find her, by D. Walton. And I really need to go play with my doggo, so I am going to be quick about this. Zuzinko, co ty tam robisz? Mysiu? Co ty nam tak kopiesz? Okay, and maybe with this, I'm just going to dancing in the summer. Is where I always find her. Awesome. I love how it looks. I really love how this page turned out. So let's quickly sum up. We have something you love, and I chose my gold leaf trim. We have a bob pin or safety pin. We have a quote, we just added that. Fussy cut element, we have 2. And then, where's the here? And then we have something that was gifted, and I used this stamp. And here is the finished spread. Here is how it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like how it looks. I love lavender. One of my travel dreams is actually to go to Provence in France and see those well-known lavender fields. I would love that one day, but for now here is a little bit of a lavender inspiration in my own journal. So thank you so much for crafting with me today, you guys. I hope you give this challenge a try. I am going to post those prompts or write down those prompts in the description box of those videos so you can see them, and yeah, feel free to pick your own prompts. I would love to see what you guys create. And yeah, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye.